Paula with the Celebration Company. Happy Wednesday afternoon. I hope you're having a great day. I'm glad to see y'all. I have some really exciting news to share with you today. And we're also going to do a thrift store makeover. I purchased this little guy from the thrift store, and we are going to give it a makeover. It's actually really cute just as it is. So we're just going to imagine it just a little bit, but it is really cute just as it is. So it could totally be used as is. I don't know how many times I'm going to say as is, but anyways, so what we're going to do is give this a galvanized look, okay? Kind of a vintage galvanized look is the plan. So we'll see how it turns out. So when you hop on, say hello. Let me know you're watching. Hopefully y'all are doing great. I'm glad to see you. Let me see who I've got joining me today. Hey, Carol. Hi, Teresa. I'm good. Thanks for asking. Hi, Danae. Hello, everybody. Hey, Jennifer. My day has been pretty good, Danae. I have been designing craft paper today and trying to get that done. Finally got it done. This one has taken me quite some time, but it's done. It's finally done, and I'm really excited that it's done. Hey, Carol. Hi, Gloria. Hello, Myrna. I'm glad to see you all. Thanks for joining me. Hi, Laura. Thank you, Teresa. This jacket is actually from it's old. I've had it for a while, but it's from the Refab Boutique, so definitely can't get it anymore. I've had it for a couple of years now. Hi, Darlene. Hi, Linda. Good afternoon. It is a nice day here too. I mean, when the sun was shining earlier, it felt really warm outside. It's a little bit cooler now, but the sun's kind of back and forth, in and out. Hi, Nancy. Hey, Irene. Hi, Paula. Okay, so let's talk about exciting news. All right. Y'all have heard me talk about this guy for quite some time now. It has been in the making for quite some time now, and the day is finally here. It is available for pre-orders starting today. These guys are supposed to arrive tomorrow, and we are so excited for them to arrive. So you can go on and you can grab yours, and we'll get yours in the mail to you here in a couple of weeks. But y'all, this glue gun is really great. I've been using it now for quite some time. It's gotten pretty dirty and is well used. But I do love this glue gun a lot. It has the base on it so that it stands on its own, and it has low temp and high temp, which I absolutely love. And it also has tips that you can change out as well, which I never use, but it does have that. So they're $29.99, pink, teal. The actual glue gun that you all will be receiving has the Celebration Company written right here in white, which is really adorable. This is just the sample one that I've been using. So really excited to share with you all the glue guns and for y'all to see them. They, like I said, are coming in tomorrow. We're really excited to receive them, y'all. It's a big, huge deal. This is a huge undertaking, and we're just so excited that it's finally here. So make sure you grab your glue gun. I'm going to put the link right here as well. Someone has also posted the link in the comments. So make sure that you check that out. You don't want to miss that, y'all. Really great. Thanks, Lynn. Thank you, Bonnie. All right. So let's get started. I'm not using the glue gun today. We're just doing some painting, but I do, want y'all to see it. So it's right there. Thank you for joining me. Lynn, my hair, I didn't really do much to it today. I just ran a straightener through it for a minute. I'm trying out a new product in my hair, and right now I have a little bit of volume going on. It probably won't last, because it never does. So I've just been flipping it back and forth today. I wear it on both sides. I wear it parted on both sides all the time. I do back and forth. Okay. But it always looks different when it's straight and not curled. Okay, so let's get into our little plaque here. I did find that this came from Home Depot. It was a Home Depot product, and actually, so it comes in a set of 3, and it actually was quite expensive. On Home Depot, this set of 3 is $50. So it's a bee, a dragonfly, and a butterfly. I gave Trisha the butterfly, and the dragonfly is broken and needs to be fixed. So we're going to do the bee first today, okay? And we're going to start by painting this in neutral gray, just covering the whole thing in neutral gray. Let me actually, it's got a little bit of like a web in there. Let me clean that out. Okay. All right, so I'm using DecoArt Neutral Gray. This is the base color I always use when I do a galvanized look. Move this so y'all can see. Okay. All right, so I'm just using my pink Celebration Company brush, of course. And we are just going to get a couple of coats of this neutral gray onto our plaque. It's just got this raised bumblebee on it. So we're just going to paint everything in the neutral gray. What's everyone up to today? Griffin's playing VR, acting crazy upstairs. Today was picture day at school. He wouldn't really let me take his picture before school because he's a turd. All right, I think we'll have to do 2 coats. 2 coats will probably do it. Yay, Jamie, thank you. Okay. There we go. All right, so I'm just going to dry this, and then we'll do a second coat. Hey, Annie, I'm so glad to see you on today. I hope you're doing okay. And y'all, if you're watching on your phone, if you screenshot, then go into your photos to the screenshot and just hold down on the QR code. That'll bring the QR code up. So you can, it'll bring up the website, and it'll take you right to the page. Hey, Larissa, happy hump day. Thank you, Teresa. I'm glad you enjoyed it. There's some cute things. I'm sorry to hear that, Nancy. I hope it gets to feeling better and that inflammation goes down. I think I'm going to have to go and blow my nose, y'all. It's running. And I did not do any kind of primer or anything on this. It is sticking beautifully. Let me get a tissue real quick. Shoot. It's running like a sugar tree. Okay. Now, let's finish getting this painted. So we're going to do 2 coats of the gray, and then we'll move on, and I'll show you what else we're going to do to make this have a galvanized look. We're going for more of like a rustic kind of galvanized look. If you're just tuning in, make sure you check out our glue gun. We just put them, they are up for pre-sale today is the first day. We are really excited for y'all to receive our glue guns. They are the cutest glue guns. All pink and all teal. You're welcome, Danae. Okay. Go. I should have put gloves on. I don't know why I do this to myself. All right. That looks good. Got a good base coat going there. A craft with the grapevine bunny. Yeah, maybe. I don't know how many of those I've got left. I'll have to look and see. I know, Lynn, you're right. Okay. Let's dry it. Bombas fervitas is what this says. Wonder what language that is. Danae, she is feeling better today. Yes, thank you for asking. I think the antibiotics are finally starting to settle in. Yes, Nancy, I did. But I did say that I did find it from Home Depot online is who sells it, and y'all, it's not cheap. The set of 3 is $50 at Home Depot. That's just nuts in my mind. Okay. All right, looks good. Okay. Let's put our gloves on because we're going to start to get dirty here. Hey, Tina. All right, so this is what it looks like painted gray, okay? So now we're going to grab our Silver Morning, okay? Our metallic from Deco Art. All right, and we're going to take a makeup sponge, just a regular cheap triangle wedge makeup sponge, okay? This is the key. You got to have a makeup sponge to really make this look like galvanized. Okay, so you're just going to remove some of the excess so that it's not all, gloopy on your pouncer. You could definitely buy a bee mold and kind of recreate it. That's a great idea, Heather. And what you do here is you start pouncing, but don't pounce in the same direction. You've got to turn your sponge. Just constantly be turning it, okay? And you are just going to keep just pouncing right on to the plaque. And then when you need more paint, add more. Yay, Tina. Hey, Jennifer. I'm so glad you're on. I'm so sorry, Jennifer. I hope it wasn't too bad. That's no fun. Okay, so we're just rotating and pouncing. Rotating and pouncing. All right, so let me show you how that's starting to look. So you can kind of see it's starting to take shape. Or, I don't know, start to look galvanized. Just keep layering it, just going right over top what you've already done to just achieve that look. We want some of that gray showing because that's what makes it look realistic. Now it's a little hard to do because of the texture, but we have a couple of plans that we're going to be doing as well that's going to help with some of these little crevices that we can't get into, okay? But you just want to try and get into some of those areas. I'm going to get the edge here. Thank you, Carol. And I'm just kind of, sometimes, you just got to get in there with the sponge to get a little bit of that galvanized metallic look in there. And that's what I'm going to do here around this edge. I'm just going to kind of take my sponge and just press it in. Oh no. Jennifer, that's no fun. I am so sorry. My in-laws have had that happen before. We had to clean it out. So I'm just pressing it in. In areas like this, it's hard to really get a lot of that texture. You will still get some. Okay, that's how it's looking. See that? How it's starting to look like galvanized. All right, so then we're going to go and do the edges here. Just go all the way around. Just keep rotating your sponge. That's true. Okay. That looks awesome. Okay, so it is galvanized, okay? The whole thing now looks galvanized. Galvanized. Is that a word? I don't think so. Okay. Let's dry it, and then I'm going to tell you what the next step is. Oh, thank you, Denise. I think I have terrible hair, but thank you. It's just changed so much over the years, and it gets on my nerves. All right. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Now we're going to take raw umber. Okay, and with the raw umber, we want to just kind of neutralize this shine just a little bit so that it's not so shiny and silvery. We want it to be a little more of that kind of aged galvanized look, kind of like this. My girlie's left a piece of crafty kit paper laying over there. So kind of like this is kind of what we're looking for. Okay. So this was just a shiny galvanized bucket, and we just washed it with raw umber. Okay. So that's kind of what we're going to do now to this entire plaque. We're going to wash it with raw umber to just remove a little bit of that shiny silvery look. Okay. So I'm going to grab some baby wipes. And I'm going to go grab some paper towels too, because I might want those. The gloves are from Amazon. They're just like medium latex gloves. Okay, let me grab another brush, I think. Grab another Celebration Company pink brush. Kind of sounded like Griffin was crying. I don't think he is. But kind of sounded like it. Okay, so we're going to do this very quickly because we don't want it to dry too much, okay? And with this, I'm not super concerned about it getting into the crevices, okay? We're usually concerned with it getting into the crevices. I'm not super concerned with that because we're going to be doing another wash, okay? So I really just want to get it over the top. I'm going to start with a baby wipe and see what the baby wipe looks like. Okay, I think the baby wipe is what we need. So I'm getting kind of into some of those crevices a little bit too, just to kind of start to remove, because I don't want it. This is a little bit of a different type of wash than what we typically do. Okay, we're just getting that kind of brown kind of coverage over the whole thing to just change the tone of it. Can you tell the difference? All right, we just need a little bit more over here. Just keep kind of just wiping it away until you're happy with the look that you achieved. Like I said, I'm not real concerned about getting it into the crevices like I normally am. All right. I think that looks pretty good. I might wipe it away a little bit more on the B, just a little bit more right on that B. Okay, it's like that. So we're gonna dry this now. And we have another layer to do. And the next layer is white. Okay, so we want the raw umber to be completely dry before we move on to the white layer. Yeah, Carolyn, I don't know what he's doing. He's playing VR, so, and whatever they're playing is kind of like imaginary. They're kind of playing pretend. So who knows what he's doing up there. All right, this looks really good already. So let me show you how you can kind of see around the bee how that doesn't look real good. I don't know if you can see it up close or not. So of course you could just get that raw umber into all of those crevices of that bee and leave it like that. And that would look really great. But we're doing something a little different. So we're going to go in with white. I was going to do warm white, but I think I'm going to actually switch to light buttermilk. Okay, so we're using light buttermilk for this. We're doing the same thing we just did, except this time we're more concerned about the paint getting into the crevices than getting onto the flat surfaces, okay? So, I'm gonna start here with the bee and just press the white paint into all of these little crevices. I'm just gonna do one side at a time. And then take your baby wipe and wipe all of that away. Get another baby wipe to really get it cleaned up. Okay, and then let that white or that cream color just sort of sit into all those little crevices. Like that. See how that just makes it pop? All right, so we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Just kind of wipe it away and then get a new paint or a new baby wipe, a clean one, and just keep kind of wiping away as much as you can on the surface. Do one more. Okay. Now we're going to do the little, the edge. Okay. So again, we're just getting that paint just around that edge. And it might be a little bit too wide to get a very good amount of that paint in there. Can get a little bit of it. And that's just gonna just keep bringing those details out and making those details just really pop. We can do the little handwriting too. And that paint will just stick inside there, and then we'll really be able to see that handwriting too. Yeah, this is looking so pretty. Wow. I am loving how this is turning out. Denise, I know. It is a little scary. This is a trust the process type of technique, but every time I do this, I love it. You'll go through a lot of baby wipes. Okay. Wow, y'all. Wow. That looks so good. Okay. Jennifer, we are having flatbread pizza tonight. Okay, I'm going to dry this. And then we've got one last step. One last step left. So I just want to get all of that white dried. I'll show you how it's looking. I'm loving this. Listen, the trick with this technique is really just making sure you got enough paint on there. If you go light with the paint, then the paint's going to dry and then you're not going to be able to wipe it off. So the trick is to get lots of paint, okay? Put lots on and only do a little at a time so you can wipe it off. I got a little spot there that I nicked that wasn't quite set yet. Okay. All right, so this is where we're at. Okay. See how that looks? It looks so cool. Okay. So now we're going to add a little rust. Okay? A little rust never hurt anyone. I like rust. So we're using milk chocolate. I like to use milk chocolate for my rust on lots of things. You can also use cinnamon. Milk chocolate is easier and quicker. So you can use whatever you want, but I use milk chocolate around here a lot. So I'm just putting it onto one of my Celebration Company pouncers, removing off some of that excess, and then I'm just going to pick certain spots to add a little bit of rust to, okay? So I'm just going to dab it on, all right? Just dabbing a little rust in a few places, just to make this look a little bit more rustic, a little bit more worn and vintage looking. And that is all there is to it. And y'all, you can use this technique on so many different things. I loved someone's idea of making this same look by using some kind of mold and then putting like plaster of Paris or foam clay or something like that in there to make your bee. I think that's a fabulous idea. And then you can kind of create the same look using maybe even like an oval frame or something like that. I think you could do that for sure. Nancy, years ago, yes, I've had it. I don't think I've ever made it, but years ago, when Pampered Chef was really in and we were doing the home parties, remember that there was always that cold veggie pizza was always made at those Pampered Chef home parties. Now they're basically all online. You don't have those home parties anymore. Y'all, I love how this turned out. It looks beautiful. And I don't think that you would know that it was not galvanized. It looks like it's just really pretty. I love how this turned out. So it's multiple steps, but those steps are absolutely worth it to get this look. So again, you are using the neutral gray, okay, is your first layer. So cover your base in neutral gray. After you finish with the neutral gray and you let that dry, you're going to take your makeup sponge, your wedge makeup sponge, and use your silver morning, okay? And you're going to dab that all over it, turning your makeup sponge constantly in order to get a texture. You're going to leave a little bit of that neutral gray showing because that's what's going to create that galvanized look. After you do the neutral gray, we're going to go over the whole thing, or I'm sorry, after you do the silver morning, go over it with raw umber and do a wash. And that's just going to kind of tone down that shiny silvery look and make it look a little bit more like a worn galvanized kind of a look. Okay, wipe all of that excess off, and then the next thing we're going to be doing is adding the white. Okay, so then you just wash the whole thing with white, remove the excess, only leaving some in the crevices. And then the last step was adding the milk chocolate for the rest. Okay, so multiple different steps, but all very easy, and we got something really beautiful out of it. All right, so y'all check out the glue gun. The link is posted below, as well as the link has been posted in the comments a couple of times. It is available for pre-sale today. We are so excited about it. I hope y'all will check it out. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.